Hey Soul Fam, Amelia Adair here. I hope you are feeling good and doing good. I'm feeling good, I'm doing good, and you know I got a great topic for you always. For those that are new to the channel, welcome, we welcome you. On this channel, we heal, we elevate, we grow, and we work on being better versions of ourselves than we were yesterday. So let's get into some things, This video is for my ladies. Okay, so let's speak on why we may be getting overlooked. Okay, why are men overlooking you? You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you got it going on, and for some reason men aren't taking you to that next level past date one. Okay, let's just say date one. So let's speak on why you're being overlooked and why you aren't maybe even getting a date at all. Okay, so we're gonna speak about some things that can help us get ourselves together, because love is great, love is amazing, and it's important to learn how to move forward in relationships rather than winging it. Winging it doesn't work. Okay, so we're going to use our mind and we're going to work on some things, and we are going to be better versions of ourselves than we were yesterday. Okay, that felt relationship. Okay, all right, let's do things right, and let's do things differently so that we can get better results. Okay, so number one, I got a few for you. One reason you may be getting overlooked is you're being too available. Okay, so what does this mean? Is this a mind game? Let's get into it, so fam. No, it's not a mind game. Being too available is when you just have nothing else to do. You know, like you don't have any brand that you're starting. You have work, but you're always available at work. You're not really working. You're just kind of there on the clock, collecting a check. And you don't have friends, so you don't have plans on the weekends. Whenever he says jump, you say how high. Okay, so you have to fill your schedule with some productive activity. Start working on your body, your brand, your makeup skills, your hair, whatever it is, where you live. Start finding something else to do. Okay, find something else to do. Do not get a cat. If you already have a cat, okay, great. Find something else. Find an outside activity. Meet friends. Figure out why you don't have friends. Do the work to be a better friend so that you can have friends and things of that sort. So you don't want to be so available, always on your phone. You know, you're always on your phone. So when he texts, you're like, or you're waiting for him to text, or you're always texting him, or before you even get the number exchange, you're just like, hey, me. It's scary. It's frightening, because it seems like you're waiting for him or anyone. You know, you don't want to seem like you are just lonely. Lonely is a good word to use. You know, you just don't want to seem too bored is another way to put it. You just don't want to seem too available, like anyone can come and get your number. Anyone could come and give you a shot, even if it's not true. These are things that go through a male's head when you're just ready. You know, you're just like on your mark, get set. You're just too ready, you're too available. And men, they do have this thing where even if it's not a chase, they just want to seem like they have the woman that's not so easy to get. Not easy to get, but you know, easy access. So you want to be less available. You want to really do the work, meaning don't just act like you're not available and you're ignoring his text, because that's going to send off a negative vibe to him. So even though he may not know what's going on in the background, that negative energy is there. Sometimes we don't think that the negative energy is there, and it is. It's there. So you don't want to be sending off mental negative vibes to him, because that's also going to scare him away. It's like, okay, you're too busy. Okay, yeah, okay, I don't believe you. It's gonna put doubt into his mind, and it's gonna just come out of nowhere because you're playing too many games. Okay? Don't play any games, but don't be too available. If you're available at the time, it's okay to be available sometime. Like, hey, yeah, I'm not available on Thursday, but I'm available on Friday. Or when he texts you, it's okay to text back in 10 minutes. I know some music tells you, I don't text back quick and blah. Listen, that's blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to that. Okay? Listen, if you're available, text him. And if you're not available, hey, I was doing such and such. How are you? You can mention that you were a little busy. It's okay to communicate. You want to, when you first meet someone, show that you have that communication skill that you're also looking for. If you're looking for someone to communicate with you, you have to also be communicating with them. It's a two-way street. Okay, these relationships aren't one-sided. Sometimes we're waiting for the man to do everything in the world, and we have to take some responsibility and do things as well. Moving on, number 2. Another thing that can really keep you in the friend zone or in the single zone is if you're too talkative. Okay? Learn how to zip the lips. Okay? Sometimes we meet somebody and we telling them our whole life. We're telling them way too much. You know, we're just super excited, super nervous, super talkative, and men, you know, you got to give them time to process what you're saying, you know. And so if you give too much, it's too confusing. He doesn't know if you like peanut butter or jelly or both, because you've just been saying so much information that it's overwhelming and it's scary, because it's like now he's afraid to not speak because maybe he doesn't know the answer. And no one wants someone that tells all their business. If you're someone that tells all your business, 9 times out of 10, you will tell all of their business. So you want to take your time when you're getting these relationships, right? Before you get to spilling all the beans and how you do things and why you do things, get into a relationship first. Men are not looking for a woman that's going to tell everything on the first day. And when you're trying to get to know someone, it doesn't mean you're trying to convince them you're the woman for them, okay? So you want to slow down on all of your personal business. Keep it brief, short, sweet, to the point. What do? I work at such and such this many years. Don't get into details about how much you make, how much you do overtime, how much, you don't have to get into all that. Also too, so fam, be easy when you first meeting someone as far as telling them what you got coming, what you got going, and X, Y, and Z, because you don't know this person. This person is a stranger. So you have to treat, even though it's a man, you have to still treat that man like it's a stranger. Sometimes we are more secretive with women and then telling everything to a man as if a man is automatically more trustworthy. So we have to take our time when we're meeting guys and let them work their way into our lives without having a big block up, but just keep the window down. Keep the window down just to peek. Just peek. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Have a couple laughs. See what shows you guys watch, what food you like to eat. But don't get all into your personal past and how it might have been horrible and how this and that. Listen, if you had your heart broken and things didn't work out, heal from that. When you heal from that and you meet someone new and the conversation comes about, it becomes more simple. My eyes been bothering me. It becomes more simple. I know I'm tearing. It becomes more simple, like things didn't work out. We've outgrown each other. Okay? So we have to, sorry, soul fam. I already paused it one time, but I'm trying to get this great message out. When you've healed and you moved on, the conversation becomes more brief. You don't have so much grief bottled up in there, like men just, because you have to remember, that's still a man. So you don't want to seem like you're upset at all men because the last man didn't do the right things, or maybe you've allowed too much and it just got all messy. It was just a mess. And you have to take responsibility. Sometimes when a relationship works out, as women, we don't want to take responsibility, and we want to make it seem like we were just these perfect beings and things just didn't work out, when that's not true. There's things as a women that we close our eyes to and we allow when we really want to be with someone that makes a situation drag on, and then you both are just as guilty. It takes two. So we have to just find a little bit of responsibility in our past, and it'll help us move forward, because it'll help us learn what we really should allow and we really shouldn't allow, and how to just be more stern in the beginning and not so giggly and not so hot and ready, okay? And over talkative. Just keep it brief. What you doing? I'm hanging with my friends. Sometimes we'll be like, I'm hanging with my friends, and then we're just, how are you today? I'm doing good. Nah, I'm doing good, and this man is not your therapist. Okay? So ladies, we have to learn how to just keep it sweet, keep it brief, and ask how he's doing. Say how you're doing, but you want to start to ask questions about him as well. So you want to make it just balanced. Okay? Not too much about him and not too much about you. You'll know you're talking too much if you have to do one of these. And if you do one of those and you got to catch your breath, you have to practice having small conversations. You can say so much with less words when you practice having healthy conversation. Book you a session. Okay, in other words. So let's get into another reason why men may not be trying to take you that serious. Another reason why men may overlook you is because you can be exuding too much masculinity. Okay, so there's layers to masculinity. All right, there's job, there's the way we speak, there's the way we handle situations, there's the way we just neutralize. We're just neutral in masculine energy. We're just, too aggressive. So what does this look like? I'm not saying don't have a good job. No, that's not what I'm saying. You have to have room for a man to come into your life. So if you're someone that just feels like you always got it, meaning I got it, I got this, I got this, I got me, I got this, I got this, then you're never gonna have room for a man to want to be in your life. Okay, so you're too independent, and it comes from people letting you down. When people have let you down, you've learned that, okay, I got my back. I know how to grind. I know how to hustle. I know how to do everything. And not to say that that's great, but if you're looking for a man to come into your life, there has to be room. There has to be room. You have to find room for him to come. Otherwise, there's never gonna be, he's never gonna see himself in that picture. Okay, so sometimes we don't even learn how to just let a man carry our groceries. We have to get back to those basic stuff that men do, that we've taken on that role of anything you can do, I can do better. If that's gonna be your mindset, then you're gonna have too much masculinity, and men are not gonna wanna feel like they're with a woman. A man that wants a woman wants to feel like he's a man with a woman. And so in order for that to happen, you have to calm down that independency of, I got it. Because if you got it, okay, good. Because it's going to show in that intimate level, where a man is trying to pay for things, let the man pay. a man is gonna want to pay. Let the man pay. Sometimes we've gotten too independent, and it's like we're looking for women and men, and you're not gonna find a woman in a man. Okay? So you have to reevaluate what it is that you're looking for, and make sure it's not too feminine. Sometimes we've embodied so much masculine energy from having to fend for ourselves and be there for ourselves, that once we fend for ourselves, we never took a step back. So take a step back and take a moment to make room for a man in your life, and stop trying to do everything. Buying the house, buying this, buying that, having this, having everything. Stop trying to have everything. Leave room for a man to get you some things. And I'm not talking about aesthetics. Okay? If you gotta get them braces, babe. Get them braces. We're gonna get into looks in a minute. But listen, you have to have room for the man to maybe let him pick you up. Would you let a man pick you up on a date and drop you off? Maybe you should. Try that. Because when you have a car and you have everything, a man wants to come and change your tire. A man wants to come and be a man. But if there's no room in your life for that, then there's no room in your life for a man. And so it's a hard truth that some of us have to swallow. But trust me, soul fam, if you make that masculine room, they gonna come banging down the door. On top of that, we have to also make sure our appearance is apparent. Okay, so if there's braces we gotta get the braces. If our hair, guys know about wigs and stuff like that, make it look natural. Eyelashes, take them off. Take them off. Men think they look like spiders. Take them off. Men look so much like women nowadays that a man is looking for a very natural looking woman. And when I say natural, I just mean not super done up. Sometimes we're just super done up that a man is trying to, not to say you look like a man, but it's like they really gotta look. So if you just walk in and embrace your natural feminine attributes, it'll be more appealing to a man, because they can see cheeks, you know, like they want to see your woman features, and not, I mean body too, but you don't have to be protruding, you know, you don't have to be skin out, butt out, but just be calm, be chill, be cool. Don't be ready. Sometimes we be ready. Don't be ready. Have your hair done, but you know, make them wonder a little bit. Like, is she single? Is she thinking? She look good. You know, you gotta just look beautiful, look nice, and know it. And don't think that a man has to be there to tell you that. If you ever want to book a session with me, my details are always below. If you need a great book to read, 77 Pieces of Poetry is available on Amazon. It does help heal up some wounds and bring you some clarity and bring you some peace. Okay? And in order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and apply the knowledge. Knowledge is key, and applied knowledge will take us where we need to be. All right? Amelia Adair here. Thank you so much for always tuning in. I hope this video helps bring you some peace and love and clarity. And I'm going to see you at the next one. Bye for now.